portion, we are able to see that the first portion topic will be explore and compare various data mining tools will be discussed later. It is a theoretical part. The second part we are discussed about the VCA installation. We are already discussed, but even though we'll be recap this tool, then again we are able to work with the third experiment where we are able to generate a data set in VCA. We are able to generate a data set using Vika and analyzing. The third is pre-processing and real and synthetic data set. We can take an example where is already the data set is available, how the data set will be pre-processing in the Vika tool. Okay. The three things we are going to discuss today, laboratory lecture. Okay. The first thing we are discussing about the Vika installation. Then we can go to the working principle of the Vika. In this, we are able to see that, okay, before starting my lecture, I clearly informing you that this is the first lecture about the laboratory session. So I'm not expecting any laptop from C batch student. From next lecture onwards, you should be work and want to share your output. It is most important thing. Okay, now I will be going to explain what is my Vika, how to work with the Vika with example, how to create the database and data set, and how to pre-process the data set. In next lecture, we want to work out this with Vika and share the screen. Then only you are able to get the attendance. Okay, I clearly inform you this lecture. I am not expecting any execution part from your side. From next lecture onwards, I will be expecting each and everybody to be executed and share your screen for the attendance. Okay, now we are discussing about how to install the Vika tool. The Vika is an open source tool. It can be downloaded and we can install directly in the Windows. But before installing the Vika, Vika is written in the Java programming. So before installing the Vika, you should have the Java in your system. The Java may be a Java Virtual Machine 1.8 other plus. Minimum is one the Java Virtual Machine 1.8. Before installing the Vika, just we can install the Java JDK. After installing the JDK, try to install the version 3.8 of the Vika tool. It will be downloaded from the website. Directly we can install it. But again, I'm repeating, before installing the Vika tool, you want to install the Java. If you not install the Java, you are not able to work with the Vika. Vika tool will not open. Okay, just download the Vika tool. We can use the version 3.8. After downloaded, just we can double click. We're able to see that the next. Once if we click next, it asks for the agreement, not an issue. Just you can give the agreement. Then next is the next part is so important part. You can able to see the choose the type of installation. You want to choose associated files. The second part is install JRE. I'm clearly informing you. Once if you are installed the Java, the second option will not show to you. The directly you can able to install the Vika by choosing the option associate files. Okay, you want to select the associate files, then click next. It is like a Windows normal installation. Just you can ask to create a startup folder, or you want to create the taskbar, everything. Just you can give next install, and finally you are able to see that the installation completed, and you want to click start Vika. Okay, this window will not appear because we are already installed the Java. So without installing the Java, if you try to install the Vika will be installed successfully, but they will not start the service. Okay, because it they given the return in the programming language. Okay. After installing, you are able to see the screen. This is the screen you are going to see. Now, from this part onwards, I am showing a live to you how to work with the VCard tool. Okay. So I've stopped sharing the screen. I'm going to share my entire screen so that you are able to know how to work with the VCard. Okay, fine. Now I'm going to open the VCard tool. It will be located in I'm using 3.8.2. So I'm using the VCard 3.8. If I give VCard 2, it will open the command window. After that, it will be trying to open the VCard 2. Okay, it will take some time. This is a data mining tool. It incorporated with n number of classification, regression, algorithms with inbuilt options. We can able to run the algorithm with the different types of data set and we can make the analysis. Today we are not working with any algorithm. We are going to explain the working part of the VCard, how to create the data set, how to use the created data set, how it can be analyzed. Now we can able to see the VCard tool is open. Okay. In this side, in the left right side, there is a 5 options: explore, experimental, knowledge flow, workplace, and simple CLI. Today we are discussing only with the data set how to create and how to process the data set. So we can go for the explorer. If I click the explorer, a window will be open. A window will be open. Okay. In this window, we are able to see only one tab is engaged called pre-process. Okay. So in this pre-process, we are able to load some data set inside this and check how the pre-processing will be taken place. Okay. Now I'm going to create one data set in Excel file. After creating the data set, I'm loading the data set into the VCard tool. So that I'm going to open one Excel file where we are going to create a data set. Okay, you can consider it is a very simple data set. There is a 5 attributes or there is a 5 columns or there. This data set will be reflecting about the weather. According to the weather condition, we are going to predict whether we are able to play or not according to the previous data. So the first attribute tells that the outlook, it may be a sunny day or overcast day, or it may be a rainy day. The temperature will be given in the numeric values about the current temperature, depends upon the sunny day, overcast day, and then rainy day. Humidity level also given in the numeric value according to the sunny, according to the overcast as well as the rainy day. The windy, it can give us yes or no. According to the sunny as well as the overcast and rain, the wind will be available or not. The final option is a class where you are able to play the game or not. According to the weather conditions, you are going to decide that whether you are going to play or not. So here, the first data we can be able to see that this is the first data. The outlook is sunny. It has a temperature 75 degree and humidity is 70 percentage and wind is there. So it is a nice climate to play the match. If we go for the next row, it is a sunny day. The temperature is 80 percentage, humidity is a 90 percentage. Wind is there. So this situation we can able to see that we're not able to play the game. So, according to the temperature and humidity as well as the wind and the outlook, by using these four components, we're able to judge whether we are able to play or don't play conditions. The condition is predefined according to the temperature data, humidity data, and the windy data. So here we are going to take the 14 rows. So we are going to take the 14 rows of data. So this is the data which you have typed in the Excel sheet. Okay, we know that the Excel sheet is will be divided the rows and columns, but if you go for the VCAR tool, it takes only the format called .arf format. We are only take the format called .arf format. This so the data which is taken by you it should be converted into that format which is understandable by the VCAR tool. So that we are going to convert this data to be understandable by the VCAR tool. So I'm clearly mentioning that it is a reference data. So I'm using only the 5 attributes and 14 columns as the data. So before converting into the format which is understood by the VCAR tool, we want to convert it first into the CSV file. The CSV file is nothing but we are going to uh, remove these tables and we are able to put comma to separate the each column. So I'm using CSV comma delimiter is separating the data by using the comma as the delimiter. So I'm using a folder to store the file which is generated into the CVS file. So exploring into the weather. Okay, I'm closing it. Now this file is stored in such a way that each value is separated by using a comma. Each value is separated by using a comma. Now I minimize this Excel sheet. I'm moving where we have stored the file. Okay, I stored the file in this format. Here the format is changed into CSV file. See where the data will be in the form of the delimiter. Data will be in the form of the delimiter. Okay, you can open this file by using a notepad or WordPad or Notepad plus plus. I'm opening this file by using the WordPad. We can also open the file using Notepad. You want to use a file by using a Notepad, or you can use a Notepad plus plus, or we can able to use a file using Word. So I'm using to open the file in the WordPad. We can able to see that Excel file is converted into the normal Word file by delimiter as the comma. We can see each word is separated by using this comma. Now, I'm going to change this data set which is understood by the VCAR tool. For that, I want to do some manipulations. So just I'm closing that. I able to open in Notepad. I also opening the Notepad. You can see I open in the Notepad. Okay. So here the Weaker tool used to read the data set by using three blocks of data. The first block tells about the relation. The second block tells about the attributes. The third block tells about the data. So the data set which is going to read by the Weaker tool is divided into three blocks of data. The first block tells about the name of the data set. The second block tells about what are the attributes are used in the data set. The third block tells about the actual data will be there. Okay, the first block I'm writing by using at the rate. The block name is relation, RELATION, relation. Relation is nothing but name of this data set. I'm giving the name as sample data set, sample W. W stands for weather. I'm giving the relation name as sample W. Then I want to tell what are the attributes are used. So that I'm using at the rate attributes, attribute. Here we can see there is a 5 columns on its outlook, temp, humidity, windy, and class. So I want to create 5 attributes. The first attribute is outlook. This outlook, it stores only the predefined value called sunny, overcast, or rain. So that I want to create a set of data. One we can call it as assume sunny. The next we can call it as a overcast. Third we can call it as the rain. Meaning that this outlook attribute which has the value any one of the from the list, one is sunny or overcast or rain. The next is next attribute. So I want to go 5 times the attribute will be there. So I copying into the 5 times, second time, third time, fourth, and fifth. The second attribute is temp. TEMP10. In temp, able to store the numbers, numeric data, so that I giving the real. Real means it is a real data. I can store positive number as well as the negative number. The third attribute here we can call it as a humidity. It is also representing in the form of numbers. So I'm giving it as a real. It is a negative value or as a positive value. The fourth attribute is a windy. In this windy, we're able to see that only two values is repeating. What is the two values? Yes and no is the two values. So we can able to define the two values in this list itself. Yes, comma, no. Okay, fine. The last one is class. You want to tell whether you're going to play or not play. For that, here also there is only two values will be there. So I'm giving as the two values. One is play, another one is don't play. Okay, now the first thing I give the relation name. The second thing I'll be divided. Second block I give the attributes for this data set. Third block I want to give the data, TAP data. So it is already this given. So I deleted this line. Now the actual data is given. There's a 14 data set is given. Now this file to be a save as, this file to be saved in this format, weather.a or f of. The file name is weather.a dot a or f of. Save it. Now the file is saved in the format of weather.aff. If I save this format, it will be changed into the VCAR file. So the first thing what we have discussed is we have discussed about how to create a data set which is will be format regarding to the VCAR tool. There is a three blocks will be created. The first block we are going to create the relation data set name. The second block, we are going to define the attributes, data types, and subset of values. The third block you can call it as the data, where the actual data will be given. Okay, now the data set is created. Now we want to open the data set. Now we can come back to the Vcard tool. We can click this open file. I'm going to search the data which is stored inside the folder called downloads. I open the folder called downloads. Inside the download, we are going to see only one file called weather.arff, which is created by me. Now we are created. Now I try to open this file. Something is displayed in this way. Something is displayed. We can see one by one. Once the data set is loaded, the data is pre-processed and the output is displayed here and the output is displayed here. What other, how it is pre-processing? We can say in this line, relation. What is the data set name? The data set name we are giving as the sample W. So the relation name is sample W. The next is how many attributes are there? There are 5 attributes. So the 5 is given here. The next, how many instances, how many rows are actual data rows? How many actual data rows? There is a 14 actual data rows. So the count of the data row is 14. So in this way, the first part of the data set will be read, pre-processed, some information will be displayed by the Vcard tool. That is, a relation is the data set name and what are the, how many attributes are there, how many records, how many rows are there, the total number of records is available. Okay, can come back to this select attribute. In this attribute, we are able to see the name, missing, distinct, type, and unique. Here the name we can call it as the outlook. The outlook is nothing but it is an attribute name where you can able to see there is a 5 attributes: outlook, temp, humidity, FIMB, and class. If I click class, if I click class, what happens means the selected attribute details will be displayed in numeric as well as it is displayed in the form of the graphical representation. Okay, the first thing is class. What is the attribute name? Class. How many distinct values, how many different values available? It has a 2 different values. What are the values? Play and don't play. What are the values? Play and don't play. We can go for the type. It is a nominal. Nominal means it is a text type. All the data is available for this attribute. Yes, there is no missing value, as well as there is no unique value. Unique value means in the particular attribute, how many is the unique values are there. There is the value which does not repeated it again, but it is 0 because we are using a 2 values. One is play and don't play. This play and don't play is a repeated number of times, so that there is no unique value. The missing value also 0. All this attribute consists all the values. Okay, now inside we can see in this class attribute name there is a 2 values. One is play, another one is don't play. The play, how many times the play is available in the 14 records? You can see 9 times it is available. Next is don't play. Don't play, how many times it is available in the 14 records? Don't play values available for 5 times in this data set. So it is called the pre-process. It automatically process the attribute wise and also process how many unique value, how many distinct value, and how many other missing values. Then it is also count the each and every value count. Play means how many times the play is available, 9 times. Don't play means how many times the value don't play is available, 5 times. Okay, we're able to see this data. by using this edit. If we give edit, we are able to see that the data is available. What is the data we are uploaded? It is available here. You are able to see the data is available. There is a 14 rows are there. In these 14 rows, that don't play will be available in 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The remaining are play. So this will be displayed here. 9 times play and don't play is 5 times. For this particular attribute, it shows the visualization part also. The visualization part is nothing but it is very simple. How many times the play will be there, how many times it don't play will be there. So play will be representing the blue color, don't play is representing the red color. So it is, we can see it is only two values. So there is a two bar graphs or there. It is a two bar graphs or there. So 9 means play, 5 means don't play. If we go for the outlook, if we click the outlook attribute, we're able to see the attribute name is outlook. It has the three distinct values, the three different values. The values are sunny, overcast, and rain. There is no unique value. The type is nominal because all the things are characters. Okay, you can see in these 14 records, how many times sunny is available? 5 times. How many times overcast is available? 4 times. How many times rain is available? 5 times. How many times rain is available? 5 times. So finally, we want to put the decision that whether we want to play or not. So by using the pre-processing, the result will be shown here. If it is a sunny, you can see. If it is a sunny, the first is a sunny. If it is a sunny, we can able to see the sunny count is 5 times. In these 5 times, we are able to play 2 times because blue color is a play. So it will be divided into two parts. The 2 times it is able to play, 3 times it is not able to play according to the sunny. If you go for the overcast, it is count is 4. So whenever it is a overcast is there, it is able to play all that time. So that the blue color will be representing. How can find the blue and red color? You can go for the class. In this class, we are able to see that play 9 times. So the play is the blue color, don't play is 5 times, so don't play is the red color. According to that, we are able to find that. In sunny, there is a 5 times sunny is available. In this 5 times, 2 times it is a blue color, the output is play. The remaining is the 3 times, the output is not play. If we for the overcast is a 4 times is available, so the 4 times it is able to play. Going for the rain has appeared in 5 times. In this 5 times, 2 times we are not able to play according to the condition, 3 times we are able to play. So this is the way how the data is pre-processing. You can go for the temperature. These are all the fixed values. We can go for the temperature. If I click temp, what happens? We can see the selected attribute tag. The name is temp. Type is numeric because it handles the numbers. Missing value is 0. All the values available. Unique value is 10. 10 means in is 14 records. 10 values are uniquely available. The remaining are duplicate value. Other than this, we can see statistics. What is the minimum value available in this temperature? What is the maximum value available in this temperature? And also, it also able to create mean and standard deviation. It also able to create mean and standard deviation. These are the pre-processed data. Coming back this visualization, blue color will be representing the play, red color will be representing it is a not play. So 8 times it is able to play from the temperature from 64 to 74.5. 8 times it is able to play from, it has a total is 8 values will be there from here to here, there is a 8 values. It is considered from 64 to 75. Right? So in this, 6 times it is able to play, 2 times it not able to play. That's why the color is differentiating. To the another part where is a 6 values is range between 64.5 to 85 temperature. Between this temperature, there is a 6 times it is available. In this 6 times, 4 times it is able to play and 2 times it is not able to play. So in this way, it is able to pre-process the data and we can able to analyze whether we are able to play or not. Same like that for the humidity. If it is a continuous value, it will give the minimum value, give the maximum value. If it is a predefined value, if it is a windy, it is yes or no. Yes means it is able to 6 in 14 records, 6 times yes is there. In this 14 records, 8 times the windy is no is there. According to that, the output will be displayed. We can see no means 8 times. In this 8 times, 6 times when there is no wind, the 6 times the game is played. Only 2 times the game is not played. If go for the S 50-50. If when the wind is available, only 50% of the time the game is played, another 50% of the time game is not played. If I give visualize all means it display all the visualization. So from this class, we want to identify where it is a blue color that representing the game is played, where is the red color it representing where the game is not played. According to that, the visualization is generated. Okay. From this, we are able to understand that the data is pre-processed. Once the data set is loaded, the data set is created and loaded into the file, we are able to see that the data set is pre-processed and we are able to give some values to the user in terms of numbers as well as in the terms of visualization purpose. In this way, the data set is read and pre-processed in the VCAR tool. Okay, up to this, is there any doubt, student? You can able to reply in the chat box. Up to this, is there any doubt? How the data set is created and how the data set is loaded into the VCAR tool and how the pre-processing will be taken place. Okay. Now, this is sample data. We want to keep in your mind on very strong information. This weaker tool will be loaded, the data set will be placed in the main memory. If you are going to load the data set, have the 1000 number of rows, while it is a pre-processing, all the 1000 lines will be reside in the main memory. Okay, 1000 is okay. If you go for the million or billions of data, you can open the data set. All the data will be loaded into the main memory. Sometimes it will be affect the performance of the system, or sometimes it will be crash the memory. So this VCAR tool is mostly used for the lower data and medium data set. Lower data set as well as the minimum data set. So that whenever the data set is loaded, the data will be loaded in the main memory. It not able to affect the performance as well as not able to crash the system. Okay. So in this way, the data set is created, loaded, and pre-processed. So here the data is created by ours, by own, and pre-processed, and everything is there. Now, in default, while loading the VCAR tool, the author itself giving some pre-processed data. How we can open that pre-processed, pre-defined data set is available. If I click open file, go to the folder where the VCAR is installed. Go to the folder where the VCAR installed. According to our system, I installed inside the program files, then VCAR tool. Inside the VCAR, we can click data. If I click data, we're able to see there is a minimum 20 data set is available for your reference. I'm using any one data set to open. If I click what open, You can able to see the data set is pre-processed and the result will be displayed here. You can able to see vote. The name is vote. Number of attributes. The number of column is 17 attributes. Instance is 435 instance, meaning that 435 records. The weight is 435. Okay. Each attribute has some predefined values. All the values are yes and no. If you go for the handicapped, the attribute name is handicapped. It is a nominal. Can able to say missing is 12%. 12 values are missing. Two values are distinct missing. Unique is zero. Two different value. Y or N. 12 data are missing. In this 435 rows, for anticipated infants attribute, 12 data are missing. You can go for edit, you can click that edit, you're able to see the first attribute and handicap. In this handicap, we can see some missing values. It is highlighted white, so it is a missing value. Like that, it will be missing 12 values as per the data. It is a 12. These are the highlighted missing values. So you can able to see the missing values for 435 rows for handicapped infants attributes. 12 values are missing. Each and every attributes were able to see. You can see water project cost sharing. 48 values are missing for 435 instance. Okay. In this way, we are able to pre-process the data by using the VCA tool. Just we can upload the data set, the tool itself pre-processing and able to display the attributes separately, the total number of rows, what is the relation name, and how each attribute will be selected, and able to give some information. And finally, we're able to see visualization. There will be the 17 attributes, so there will be the 17 attribute, 17 visualization. Yes, the class is yes or no, where S represent the blue color and no representing the red color. That is blue color means a democracy, red color means republican, where you can give the default attribute called class. According to that, according to the data, then it will be visualize the data. So by using this VCAR tool, the data set can be pre-processed. The output will be displayed in a single click. Is it clear? So this is about how you want to create the data set, how you want to load the data set, how the VCAR tool is pre-processed, and the explanation of the pre-processing. Up to this, we have completed installation of VCAR, generating a data set, and pre-process the data set. The three experiments are completed. So I'm requesting every students to be install the VCAR tool, install the Java, and try to work with this experiment. In this regard, I'll be creating a Google class laboratory separately. I will load the link of the Java, I will load the link for the VCAR tool. So you want to install that loaded into a system from next lecture onwards. Once I completed this experiment, I asked them to do by yourself and share your screen. Those who are sharing the screen were able to get the attendance. Others will not able to get the attendance. Within the end of the day, it will be posted. Once the question is posted, you want to work it out and will be loaded back. I give all the supporting documents. So it should be completed on the deadline. It should not be copied. Is it clear? Okay, fine. Now I'm going to stop the lecture today. So today I discuss about how to install the VCAR, how to create the data set in the VCAR, and how we want to pre-process the data set in the VCAR. So now I'm requesting every student just you can drop your enroll number with your batch name. You want to drop your enrollment number with your batch name. I hope that only one person is listening. Nobody is listening in the class because there is no response from your side. I clearly inform him that next lecture we want to work with the weaker tool, we want to show the output, then only we are able to get the attendance. I'm telling very clearly this matter. Okay, those are given the attendance, we can leave the class. Those who not drop your enrollment number are not able to get the attendance. The session will be closed shortly at 12:05. Okay, don't blame me, sir. I attend the class, you will not give. No, if you not give the enrollment number as your attendance will not be marked. Yogeshwar, Audrey, Dhruv. Yes, you can type your enrollment number for attendance. No, you're already typed, just you can leave the class. Those are given the attendance, we can able to leave the class. Roderick, you are not able to hear my voice. You are the only person it is missing. Hers, why are you late now? Harsh,
Yes, sir. Sir,
it's audible to you.
yes, sir. I was for some reason I have left the meeting, so my present
No,
is
no, no. Just end of the thing you are coming and giving the attendance. I will not bother about that.
sir.
Okay, I'm not able.
I was there. I have attended the installation process lecture.
Okay, after that, there is the most important thing I discussed about how to work with the Vika tool.
Sir, I was from C batch.
Yes, Yeah, today is your class, no?
Last 5 minutes I was left because my electricity has gone, so Wi-Fi has
Okay,
gone.
fine. I can see the next lecture you want to show the output. I already discussed. No. Yes, we can
Yes.
type your enrollment number for attendance.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you, Harsh. I can leave the class.